I think I was about 4 when the concept of death first entered my awareness, and then appreciating that I would one day die. And it was terrifying. Held a lot of anxiety for me throughout my upbringing, and into my 20s and 30s. I've had more of an opportunity to develop tools and resilience for working with the concept of dying as humans. But it's still something in our society that I feel is very sheltered, not often talked about. There is a cloak around death. Realizing death wasn't going anywhere. That is what we sign up for when we become alive. I knew that I wanted to work with the concept of dying. It didn't feel like something I wanted to leave till the last moment. It felt like it constantly worked me anyway. So I wanted to understand how I could work with it in a way that felt healthy. I'm a lover of nature, the natural world, and I believe there's beauty in cycles. And so in that concept, death, winter, is beautiful. It's normal, it's natural. And it didn't make sense to not work with that concept. I'm also a great lover of animals. So I have had many animals, and they have passed away in my arms sometimes. That experience, sometimes it was positive and sometimes it was really traumatic, but it gave me a bit of insight into the potential of having a good death. The last animal that I had to humanely euthanize was my horse, who I'd had for 21 years. We had a very, very big relationship. Her passing was beautiful. She was 31, she'd lived a good life, and she brought the community together to her grave, and before and then after. The experiences that continued around her death provided so much potential of how fearless transition could be. It felt conscious, it felt safe, it felt natural. So when the opportunity to explore living well, dying well came up, I felt no longer the same fear that I had in the past, working around death, my own death and the death of my loved ones as well. It's still there, and I think that's normal and natural, but the tools that I have come through with these open conversations on death and transitioning really helped for me to be able to release some of the anxiety that's been circulating my entire life, and I felt much more free.